Hello, everybody. Welcome to today's session. Today's topic is all about shifting the narratives around it's bad to be born a girl. So many of us, we step into the male energy because there is so much programming, so many beliefs going around that this is a man's world and a woman is submissive and must be submissive to the man. And in generally, women are disadvantaged in this world. And often parents also, they wish more, maybe not anymore, but in many societies, they still wish for a boy to be born. And so everywhere you've been programmed, even before you were born, while during the pregnancy, since maybe the moment your parents knew that you were going to be a girl, everywhere you've been programmed into this energy of like not being welcomed here. Or often also mothers feel like, okay, I would prefer to have a boy because a girl is going to have a really hard time on this planet, just like I had. So everywhere you also have been pigeonholed into this belief that, you know, you will have the same faith, the same hard life, the same destiny as your mother, because girls just don't get the same advantages as boys. And everywhere you've been born into this world that is unsafe for women, everywhere you're still running those energies, that's what we're going to be working on. And we're going to be doing some inner child healing around that. So especially in the first 9 months and the first 7 years. So for some of you, probably when you were born, when your mother was pregnant with you, sorry, your parents didn't know you were going to be a girl. Like my parents, they didn't know the gender. So that's why maybe I wasn't really programmed into certain beliefs around being a girl. But many people, they know the gender even before the baby is born. So everywhere that applies to you, that's what we're going to be also shifting today. As always, I'm going to be sharing some slides with you. Make yourself as comfortable as you need to, and we're going to get started. Put your awareness at the center of your heart. There is nothing you need to do. There is nowhere you need to go. Just allow yourself to be fully present in the here and the now. Put your awareness somewhere 300 feet above your crown. Tap into the love and light. 300 feet above your crown. Allow this love and light to begin coming down on your crown, on your forehead, on your ajna. May some of your good karma be used to help you connect to the creator of all of this energy. You, the soul, you, the future self. This energy is coming down to your throat, your front and back heart, front and back solar plexus, navel, front and back spleen, meng, on the lower back area. This energy is going through your pelvis, cleaning out your sex chakra, your reproductive organs, your perineum, your basic chakra of all the dirty, diseased energies, negative thought forms, negative emotions, negative elementals, unauthorized, unwanted cords. This energy is going down through your legs, knees, soles of your feet, going all the way down to the center of Mother Earth. Tap into the love and light at the center of Mother Earth. And what would it take for you to allow yourself to be unconditionally loved by Mother Earth and creator of all that is? Everything that's standing in the way, everything that's interfering, delete, destroy, and create. Feel this energy from the center of Mother Earth as it's beginning to rise, coming through your feet, your body, coming into your heart, filling up your heart with love and light. A sphere of love and light is beginning to form itself at the center of your heart. It's becoming as big as your house, as big as this town, as big as this planet, and even bigger. I will be connecting to the superconscious part of you. Mentally give me permission. Just say yes. To work with the inner child energy, work with the superconscious part of you that knows everything about you. So put your awareness at the center of your heart. Feel into the energy of The inner child? How does the inner child look like to you? To me, it feels like, for the lack of a better word, like a little monster, but it's more like the deformed energy. Like everywhere, even before we were born, there were all these projections on us, made on us, that were deforming our essence and making us like a creature, like a deformed version of what we truly are. So, superconscious, do you see this condition? Diagnose the issue, identify all the points of creation for that, all the reasons where our essence was deformed and turned into this, morphed into this little monster, that because of all the opinions, all the projections. So superconscious, identify all the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of releasing everything, all the opinions, all the energies that don't belong to you, everything that was projected on you that doesn't belong to you. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities. Run the treatment protocol, do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and also run your light language codes from you, the soul, to help you shift and upgrade this energy. And any other tools, techniques, modalities. Do massive change history and everything across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Times gazillion, times gazillion, times gazillion. Superconscious, do you see the pain in the back heart? Like you came down here to just be you, just be you. And everywhere, all your plans, all your aspirations, your essence was corrupted, deformed. May some of you with karma abuse just create a folder to run the unmasked energy to help you see your true essence, the truth about who you truly are and what you came here to do in a female body. May some of you with karma abuse just scan the entire universe for all the beings that told you that it's bad to be a girl. May some of you with karma abuse to fire them all from sharing their opinions with you. And may some of you with karma abuse to fire yourself from listening to anybody else's opinions but yours. And may some of you with karma abuse to energetically disconnect yourself and your back heart from all the beings that influence how you feel about yourself. Superconscious, diagnose the issue of the pain in the back heart. Identify all the treatment in parts, get them all to talk to, explain the benefits of shifting the pain in the back heart and releasing all the cords, all the manipulations about how you feel about yourself in your heart. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities, run the treatment protocol, do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and also run your authentic light language codes from you, the soul, helping you upgrade and shift. Do massive change history and everything across all time, dimension, space, and reality. So check in again with the inner child. So to me, the inner child looks like now half female and half male. So it's kind of like one foot in one energy and one foot in another energy. And the thing is this is not to be confused. What I'm hearing is this is not to be confused. Yes, you have both male and female energy. However, you have just one female body, or if men are listening to this replay, you only have one male body. Everywhere you're mimicking, pretending like you have a body that is half female and half male. And that's what we want to shift here, so that you step fully into whatever gender that you have incarnated into in this lifetime. So superconscious diagnose the issue, identify all the points of creation for this and reasons and conditions and causes for this. Identify all the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to explain the benefits of embracing the gender fully that you were incarnated into, the gender of your body, allowing your body to be the gender that it is. Allow yourself to embrace the truth of the gender of your body. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities. Run the treatment protocol. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure, and tapping. And also from the soul, run the light language codes. And do any other tools, techniques, modalities to help you shift your perspective, your reality into the truth about the gender of your body. You are not the body. That's why I say gender of the body. You are a divine hermaphrodite. So which means you are both. On the soul level, you are neither female nor male. However, you chose a body for the experiences that only this particular gender can offer you. Why not explore it? Superconscious do massive change history and everything. Superconscious identify all the parts that are resisting the treatment. See the pain in the back heart, see the discomfort in the back heart. Do massive change history and everything across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Superconscious, do you see the discomfort in the back solar plexus chakra? With some of your good karma abuse, to scan your past, present, future for all the bodies that you're still holding on to. Superconscious, release all the attachments to all the bodies you've ever had, you've ever embodied, and send them all into the light. Bury them, give them a sky burial, if you want to call it this way, and disconnect. Superconscious, do you see the tension in the throat and the back solar plexus? The lungs? Diagnose the issues, identify all the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of shifting these energies in those chakras, in those areas. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities, run the treatment protocol. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure, tapping in, and also run the light language codes from you, the soul. And any other tools, techniques, modalities to help you shift this energy. To your spiritual team, we request for the most benevolent outcomes to be brought about every time you listen to this replay. And may there be greater and greater shifts in your energetic field. Now check in again with your heart and the inner child. So right now, I feel like the inner child holds like knives, like a Swiss knife with lots and lots of sharp items sticking out. And everywhere your inner child in a female representation now has all these weapons. And I see only like kind of like knives and pointy things and sharp things kind of like sticking out. So everywhere you feel like, okay, now that I embrace my female gender, but this is not a safe world and I have to be basically armed to the teeth to feel safe. Superconscious diagnose the issue, identify all the points of creation for this, beliefs, all the causes, all the reasons. Identify all the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of laying down the weapons. Ahimsa is the best protection. Ahimsa is non-injury. Is the best protection against everything. If you don't have the karma of being injured, then you're also not going to be injured. When I was assaulted in Brazil by a guy with a knife, that's the message I received that day. The only thing that can protect you is your karma. So create as much good karma as you can. So superconscious, come up with a treatment plan and priorities for all the parts and aspects of you. Run the treatment protocol, do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and also run from the soul, you, the authentic self, light language codes to help shift your reality. Do massive change history and everything across all time, dimension, space, and reality. You might be noticing how energy is draining out of you. Unclench energetically your fists. Allow this energy to shift, to leave your body. Lay down all your weapons. The thing is this, when you are armed to the teeth, other people sense that you're armed and they keep on attacking you because they feel threatened by you too. So when we lay down all the weapons and there is no more energy of attack that other people perceive, that is when they can relax around you and also feel safe and feel like they don't need to defend themselves with you. Superconscious, also check in with the energy in the throat. So I was listening to this book last week, and it was about how when during the witch trials, when the female energy was among other periods, but also was very suppressed. And also that all these very, very capable women that had a strong connection to the source and were healers, one of the ways they were trying to protect themselves were actually through curses. So they were cursing those, that was like kind of like the last resort for them. When nothing was left, they couldn't protect themselves and they couldn't do much anymore to be present and continue doing their work. The only thing that they could do was actually curse. So if you feel into your throat, and that's kind of like the energy that I feel, it kind of like reminded me of the book. So everywhere your another type of protection to be protected from any harms, dangers, man on this planet, everywhere you have put curses into the ether, into the energy field that are supposed to protect you. Well, everything is like a boomerang. Everything comes back. So super conscious. Diagnose the issue with the throat, diagnose the energy, identify the points of creation for this. All the energies that are behind this tension in the throat. Identify the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of neutralizing, nullifying, dissolving, resolving all the cursed energy. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities for all the parts and aspects. Run the treatment protocol, do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and also run your authentic light language codes. Do massive change history and everything across all time, dimension, space, and reality. May some of your good karma be used to scan the entire universe for all the energies, cursed energies that were created by you, all the magic spells, whatever that is. Imagine your hands are as big as this universe and you're wearing brilliant, brilliant white gloves made out of the light of the creation. And you're scanning the entire universe and you're breaking down. So that energy needs to have been crystallized and concretized for it to work. So that is why you want to grab all the energies that you are still feeding, all the spells, black magic, curses, whatever that is. You want to break them, turn them into dust, and throw them into the light of the creation. Do this again. The funny thing with curses, often we feel like we are cursed by other people. There are spells that are working against us. If you actually check in with that energy, 90% of it is just yours. It's just it's like, what is it? Chickens that come home to roost, something like that. So may some of you with karma be used to ask creator of all that is, to help you scan the entire universe, your past, present, future, all your timelines across all time, dimension, space, and reality, for all the energies that you have created that are curse energy, black magic spells, meant to harm in any way somebody else. And may some of you with karma abuse to scan the entire universe for all the psychic attacks that you have put out that are working against you. May some of you with karma abuse to run the energy of unmask, unmask, unmask. It's like you may have cursed all the man, and you're like, oh, next life you are the man. So basically you curse yourself, or curse all the women, and then voila, in the next life you are the woman. And then the curse goes against you, your own curse. So really check in how many curses, how many psychic attacks that you perceive are actually your energy. May some of you with karma abuse just create a fall that is to run pre-programmed soul energy. Your authentic pre-programmed soul energy through the entire universe and through all the psychic attacks, curses, black magic, energies that you have created, running the antidotes, anti-codes to those programs and nullify them. Check in again with your heart, the inner child. So for me, the inner child looks like she is holding a candle, kind of like this white candle, and it feels like it's a dark, dark place for girls. It's a dark, dark world for women, for girls, which that it's not yours. And most of you actually quite enjoy being a woman if you really ponder on it. Being a woman has given you lots and lots of advantages in life. And also, this is the age of women, feminine energy is rising. Now it's a good time to be born a woman as compared to, let's say, when our mothers were born as girls. So it's a very, very unique and interesting time to be a woman. So this believes that it's a dark, dark place for a woman, it's actually not yours. So who does this belong to? So superconscious, do you see? All these beliefs that it is bad to be a girl, dark, dark place for women, darkness, hardness, harshness, difficult, unsafe, all these negative opinions about the world and its effects on women. Superconscious, who does this belong to? Body being not yours, not mine, let it go, return to sender. So superconscious, identify all the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of giving up opinions, beliefs, programs, conditionings of others about being a girl in this world and how the world is. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities, run the treatment protocol. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and also run the light language codes coming from you, the soul. Your authentic codes to help you shift this energy, do massive change history and everything across your DNA, past lives, family tree, across all time, dimension, space, and reality. Times gazillion, times gazillion, times gazillion. Superconscious, identify all the parts that are resisting the treatment. Unmask, unmask, unmask. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and run the light language codes. To your spiritual team, we request for the most benevolent outcome. Every time you listen to this treatment, these healings, may the energy go deeper and deeper and greater shifts be made, liberating you from any ideas, beliefs, programs that you're mimicking and replicating and taking into your reality. Check in with your heart and the inner child. So the next thing that's coming up is that for me to be safe here, I need a man by my side. All this need for a man, like, okay, I can be a woman in this life and I can enjoy it, but actually only if I have a man by my side to keep me safe, to protect me. So everywhere, you can't just be a woman in this world by yourself and be absolutely safe, protected, comfortable, yourself, authentically live your authentic self without needing a man by your side. You can choose to have a man by your side, but you don't want to have all this needy energy. And by the way, the man, actually, that is the inner child that I perceive. It's not even alive. It's just like a male doll. So often we don't choose the best partners in life, don't choose that perfect person, because we just choose anybody would basically do. So long as he's male, he will do. So we don't really care. So everywhere you have that energy of like, okay, anybody will do. But ideally, the best man would be the one that is like a doll, just stands in the corner and I feel protected, but he doesn't do anything, leaves me in peace to go move on with my life and do my life. But just so somebody is in the corner there and I know, okay, there is that guy eventually that if I need him, he will come to my safety or whatever, come and save me. So super conscious, do you see this tendency, this need for a man? Diagnose the issue, identify all the causes, roots, beginnings, points of creations for this energy. Come up, identify all the treatment team parts, and aspects, get them all to talk to you and explain the benefits of shifting this energy, of freeing you from any need to need a man by your side. Even if it's just like a robot or mannequin or a doll, can, like with Barbie. So come up with a treatment plan and priorities, run the treatment protocol for all the aspects and parts. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping, and also run the light language codes from you, the soul, pre-programmed energy, and do any other tools, techniques, modalities that will help you shift this energy. Do massive change history and everything across all time, dimension, space, and reality. I don't know if you're perceiving this, but there is a big, big release from like the kind of like the shoulder area. So to me, so unmask, 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 unmask. To me, it feels like this is like a programming for, because a woman is completely self-sustainable, even if she, you know, remains alone and has lots of kids and a house, and somehow she will find a way. She will find a way. She will take care of herself and her children. She'll survive. So this is kind of like one of the reasons how man, and I'm not, so this is a corrupted version of it. That's what I'm trying to say, is that this is kind of like how man wiggle their way into our lives, where how they justify their existence, because on a subconscious level, men fear that women don't really need them. And so one of the ways to be needed by women is creating a world that is not safe for the women, so that then they can justify their presence in our lives. Again, this is not against men or saying that all men are like that. It's just there is that energy. And some men might believe this. And so as this is being cleared out, to me, it feels like the energy is being drained out of our energetic field from all the men that do want to wiggle their way into our lives, not because they're good for us, but because we are good for them and they want to be in our life, not because we choose them out of our free will, but because we maybe have chosen them out of fear. And by shifting this energy out, you might want to feel like you want to invite some of the men back into your life, but it's not going to come from the energy of like, I need them. And it's not going to come from the energy of like, let me scare her so that she needs me, so that I can be done in her life. So that's what we want to shift out. So again, look behind you, look behind you, look behind you. May some of you with karma abuse just scan the entire universe for all the beings that are trying to scare you, to feel you, to make you frightened, and use this as a way for them, as a justification for them to be in your life. And this could be also women. So may some of you with karma abuse to fire all these beings from being in your life, from trying to wiggle their way into, all who are trying to wiggle their way into your life. interfere with your free will. May some of you with karma abuse to disconnect, disconnect, disconnect. Superconscious, do you see all the fear in the energetic field? Who does this belong to? Body being not yours, not mine, let it go. Diagnose the issue. Points of creation for this fear. That makes you invite men into your life, even though you don't really want them or need them. I mean, that particular person. Superconscious, identify all the treatment team parts and aspects. Get them all to talk to you, explain the benefits of shifting this fear, shifting it out of your energetic field, replacing it with confidence that everything is safe for you. This plane is safe for you. Come up with a treatment plan and priorities for all the aspects and parts. Run the treatment protocol. Do energetic acupuncture, acupressure tapping. Run also the light language codes from you, the soul. And any other tools, techniques, modalities to help you shift out this energy is quicker, faster, sooner. Do massive change history on the DNA level, past life level, family tree level. Everywhere you open doors to certain men that are not good for you to come into your energetic field, close all the doors, close all the windows, cut them loose. Imagine you're holding a brilliant, brilliant lightsaber made out of the light of the creation. And imagine with this lightsaber, you are cutting loose and sealing all the cracks, holes. That is why I highly advise, again, you don't need to fall into every hole that appears on your path. If you meet someone, intuitively, I often can already see how the relationship with that person will play out. And there might be attraction, there might be karmic links with that person. But if I can already see how the relationship is going to play out and it's not going to be good, there are a number of things that I do. And one of them is completely removing that person's access to me. Because I know the moment I'm vulnerable, the moment I don't feel good about myself, that person is going to pop up in my WhatsApp or Facebook and I will fall for it. So I close all the doors. I don't give this person any access. I also absorb the lessons that I'm meant to learn with this person, absorb the essence of it without needing to date that person. You can totally do that. You can already ask in advance, okay, what is it that I'm going to be learning with this person? Oh, this person is going to lie to me all the time, so that I finally learn how to set boundaries and trust my intuition and remove people from my life that lie to me. Well, how about you just do it without needing to date that person and going through that experience? How about you just absorb the lesson? Once the lesson is learned, you don't need to learn it again. And besides, how many times did you date somebody who lied to you? Like, how many times do you need to date someone until you finally realize, okay, I don't want to date anybody who lies to me anymore? So as the session that we did a few weeks ago, raise your standards for the partners that you want. Don't allow anybody's energy out of fear because they're male, they can protect you. No, raise your standards. The only thing that can protect you is your karma. Offer yourself as an instrument of divine healing every single night. Generate additional good karma. Decree that good karma. I say every day, May some of my good karma be used to protect me from any harms and dangers, be it emotional, physical, mental, spiritual, on all the levels. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Use your good karma to create the life that you want. Again, tap into the energy of the heart, feel into the inner child. And so what I see right now is like rows, like but semicircle, rows and rows and rows and rows of all the women, be it you in previous incarnations, or be it all the women in your family tree, or all the family trees you've ever had. So there are all these rows and rows and rows, and far, far out into the distance of all the women whose energies have shaped you. And they're kind of like standing quiet there and with their heads kind of like bowed down. And it's like the energy of like submissiveness, giving up, like surrendering to just the way things are. So what would it take for them all to raise, and you too, for all of us to raise our heads high and embrace and play and experience joy in this female body, and be proud and be of the female body that we have and the experiences that we have. So superconscious, diagnose the issue, identify all the points of creations for this energetic field, for this condition. And by the way, this is also abuse of the female body itself. The female body is a body being. It's a being. It's a being that also has consciousness, and it listens. And if it's being bombarded for who knows how many millennia with the programming that this body is no good, this gender is no good, then of course there is this also grief, sadness on the body being side. So superconscious, identify all the treatment team parts, get them all to talk to you, parts and aspects, come up with the treatment plan and priorities for all the parts and aspects. Run the treatment protocol, do energetic acupuncture, acupressure, tapping, and any other tools, techniques, modalities to help shift this energy. Run also the light language codes from you, the soul. And may some of you with karma abuse, she also asks creative all that is to run pre-programmed soul energy through the superconscious, through the inner child, with all the additional information that you require to really shift this condition and these beliefs. To your spiritual team, we request for the most benevolent outcome every time you listen to this replay, and may greater and greater shift in your and harmony be brought about in you embracing the gender, the body, and helping the body too to embrace its own gender and be comfortable and grateful and joyful in its own experience as a female representation on this physical plane. All these beliefs, all these opinions, who does this belong to? Body being, not yours, not mine. Let it go. Return to sender. Times gazillion, times gazillion, times gazillion. check in with the heart, with the inner child. So to me, the inner child, it looks like she's like in a shop, like in a store, and trying on different dresses and heels and clothes and bags and shoes and creams and things that only are for women. So there are things that only in a female body, that's kind of like the message. There are things that only you in a body, in a female body, can experience. Like a man, of course, there are men that wear heels, but usually it's kind of like reserved for women, and skirts and dresses and many, many things. There's so much that is on offer, that is being offered, that is very, very geared toward women. There are women's circles and women projects and retreats, and there is so much that is really, really on offer, that is really just for women, and that you can explore only as a woman. Generally speaking, of course, there are many, many things that now these days everybody can experience, but just generalizing it a little bit. So just embrace this, allow your inner child, just play around with things that are kind of like reserved for women. So that feels so much lighter to me. Put your awareness at the center of Mother Earth, ground yourself 5 feet down, 5 feet out. And whenever you're ready, you may open your eyes and be fully awake and alert. To all the beings, your spiritual team, thank you, thank you, thank you for all the healing done today. To the Supreme Being, Mother Earth, inner child, superconscious, and to a spiritual team, we request for the most benevolent outcome every time you listen to this healing. And may the outcomes be greater than anything you could have hoped for or expected. For those of you who would like to join next week's, in 2 weeks, the session, it's going to be all about clearing the sex chakra and reproductive organs. So we're going to be working on the parasites, entities, entanglements with other people, and so on. So we're going to be upgrading those energies as well, and which hopefully will have bring greater lightness to this whole pelvic area. And by the way, this has much to do with your ability to manifest. So basic chakra is the prosperity chakra, as they say, but sexual energy has much to do with creativity and creative energy and helping you manifest the things that you want. So hopefully this will increase your ability to really go for the things you want as well and make it happen. So those of you who are joining, this is next week, but tomorrow we also have a session if you want to join. But next week is going to be all about travel protection from any harms and dangers. So I hear it all the time. People travel and then they, like a friend of mine, she was here in Bali, and immediately the moment she landed, she got Bali belly. So I always say you need to really talk to the energies, talk to the beings of every place you go, and ask for safety, ask for protection as you're moving. And this not only when you fly around, this is also, or move from country to country, this is actually also when you take your car and go somewhere, you really want to be protected. And I want to add that in because I think for us women, it's very, very important to be protective, because if you're alone and 5 guys, come at you, the only thing that can protect you is your good karma. It's not about insurances and all those things, right? So you want to be so aware that you're not even in that situation. And next week, the money call is going to be all about who do your money troubles belong to. When I did that for a couple of days for myself, when I started giving back all my beliefs, opinions about money, my money again up leveled. So hopefully you can join. And yeah, those of you who are joining tomorrow, see you tomorrow. Thank you so much for being here. I hope it was a good session. And see you tomorrow or next week. Bye-bye.